stanza 50. अस्मिन् अर्थे साक्षितुल्या दृष्टान्ता देहवर्जिता वायवभ्रविद्युतां नास्ति हस्तपादादिमद्वपुः Sakshi Atma identified with the Sharira, in which case is called as Sashariraha, loses as it were its Swarupa and suffers the Priya Rupa Samsara. The same Atma by Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Same Atma means the same Atma, Sakshi Atma, who is now parading as Jiva, Samsari Jiva, that Sakshi Atma as Jiva, having taken to Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, whereby having got rid of the identification with the embodiment and discovering one's Swarupa as Asharira, gets totally freed from the Priya Rupa Samsara. He becomes Asharira. To this effect, the illustration of Vayu, wind, Abra, cloud, Vidyut, lightning were being given. So these three, of course, fourth is also addressed. Tanayitno, cloud is there, which Vidyaranya Muni has not taken here. Three are enough. Of course, why this together? Because they go in bringing they are responsible for bringing the rain. So in that context, the illustration is being described. So the illustration of Vayu, Abra, Vidyut is given because like Sakshi Swarupa Atma in reality is what? Ashariraha. Likewise, these three also are without Deha, Deha Varjitaha. Asharira means Deha Varjitaha. In the sense, they don't have a corporeal body, a concrete body with the limbs, etc. A sthula sharira is not there in their case, and therefore, figuratively, they are taken as ashariraha, though they may have their own form, because of which they are called so. So this illustration is now being further elaborated. Take the next stanza, 51. Adeha vrishti siddhyartham akaram kanstidatnuvan vrishti nishpadakastattad akaro vyomni drishyate. Adeha vrishti siddhyartham kamshchit akaram apnuvan vrishti nishpadakaha tattadakaraha yomni drishyate. Adeha, these three who are adeha, who are devoid of body. Who are they? Vayu, Abra, Vidyutaha. The wind, cloud and the lightning. These three, Vrishti Siddhartham, to bring the rain, To accomplish the rain means to bring the rain, to produce the rain. What they do? Kamshchit akaran apnuvan. Kamshchit, some. Kamshchit akara, some form they take to. Means their actual form, their actual swarupa. For example, the wind in the context of vrishti, the rain, is called as a forewind. A forewind which blows first or before the rain, bringing the clouds. So that is called purovata. So that is the form. Again, in the case of clouds, clouds taking different shape, being a mass of vapors, taking a shape of mountain or elephant appearance. So this is a concrete cloud. As for lightning, as a flash, or the flash in the form of a creeper, etc. So like this, Kamshchit akaran apnuvan, they take to. Means they manifest in their true form. The wind as the forewind, air as the forewind, cloud with a specific form of different pattern, and the lightning as flash like creeper, etc. So these forms can be seen at the time of rain. Vrishti nishpadakaha, tattadakaraha. Tattadakaraha, tattat pronoun repeated, tat pronoun repeated means different. So tattat akaraha, a different form of wind, cloud and lightning which is responsible for raining. Vrishti nishpadakaha, that which produces the rain. Vyomni drishyate. So we do find in the akasha, in the sky we find it. The question is, now they are seen, where were they earlier? Before producing the rain, where was the forewind? Where was the form of cloud like mountain or elephant, etc.? Or where was the flash of the lightning which now appears like a creeper, a bright creeper? Where were they? So that aspect is also a part of the illustration, and without that the illustration, drishtanta, cannot be clear. So from that standpoint now, so they were like this earlier. Akara vrishti kala prag vyomni gudha matusputaha tato vyomna samutthaya nidaghe jyotirapnuvan. अन्वय आकाराः वृष्टिकालात् प्राक् व्योम्नि गूढाः न तु स्फुटाः ततः निदाघे व्योम्नः समुत्थाय व्योम्नः समुत्थाय ज्योतिः आप्नुवन्. आकाराः, these different forms of vayu, abhra, vidyut. Vrishti kala prak, before the monsoon, before the actual raining. So before that, where were they? Which form? Like purovata, forewind in the case of the vayu, concrete form in the case of cloud, flash in the case of vidyut, lightning. So prior to the raining, Vyomni, actually prior to the monsoon only, not simply not just before the rain, prior to the monsoon, because summer is in question. Summer is involved there. So, Prat, Vyomni. Vyomni means in space, Akasha. Gudhaha. They were concealed, as it were, as though they have lost their form. Why? Because these means who? Vayu, Abra and Vidyut were as though identified with Akasha space. Akasha space is not the Swarupa of Vayu, Abra, Vidyut. Before the monsoon, so they were as though identified with Akasha space, which is their nature, which is not their nature, which is not their true nature, which is not their Swarupa, as a result of which they had lost their forms, as it were. Just as now you can see the parallel. Atma identified with Sharira, which is not the Swarupa, loses, as it were, the asamsari Swarupa and suffers the samsara. Likewise here, these three, as though identified with Akasha, appear as though they have lost their actual form. That is what is told. Natusputaha, their Swarupa before monsoon, not sputa, is not clear means is not vecta, is not manifest. So Natusputaha means Natu vektaha, they are not manifest at all. Likewise, Atma identified with embodiment doesn't manifest in its true nature, that is free from samsara. Then what happens? Tataha, thereafter, Nidage, in the scorching summer, Vyomnaha Samuthaya, the Vayu, Abra, Vidyut, who were as though identified with Akasha, now they give up the identification. Vyomnaha Samuthaya, having got separated from Akasha, the space. How? Because of Nidagha, the scorching summer. In the case of Sasharira, Atma, who is appearing as Jiva, the Nidagha, the scorching summer can be taken as Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Intense Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Not once in a while Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So, Mahabaleshwar camp, Shravana. Manana, I don't know what happens. Nididhyasana, don't ask at all. Morning something called meditation is going on, but actually how many sleep and what they do, God only knows. It is a different thing. Anyway, this is not that way. So continuous and consistent Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. That's like the Nidagha, like a scorching summer. As a result of that, what happens? Jyotihi apnuvan. They get Jyoti. Jyoti here is Santapakhyam, that which is called scorching heat. The Param Jyoti, the scorching heat of the sun. Param Jyoti, sun. So they get in the Nidagha, the scorching summer, they get the scorching heat of the summer. So means they become one, as it were, scorching heat. As a result, they get rid of the identification with the Akasha, which had made them lose, as it were, their Swarupa. So, in the case of Sakshi, so here the Shravana Manana Nididhyasana, so which gives the Atma Jnana, they become one with the Jyotihi, that is Santapakya Param Jyoti. In the case of Darshtanta is like Atma Jnana. Give up the identification of the body and get the Atma Jnana. So here Nidage Jyotihi Atmavan. You are seeing the Drishtanta only till now. So therefore the Vidyut, Vayu, the Abra, Vidyut, they become one with the scorching heat of the sun. But they already got separated from Akasha. Further, Santapakhyam Param Jyotihi Prapyate na dhrudhikrutaha Vrishtikale swasvarupam Sporayanti drishyate. First line, Anvaya as it is. Santapakhyam param jyotihi prapya tena dhrudhikrutaha vrishtikale swasvarupam sporayanti iti drishyate. Iti drishyate. So in the Nidaga, having got separated from Akasha, the wind, cloud and the lightning becoming one with the scorching heat of sun. Santapakhyam param jyotihi prapya. So having got the param jyoti, which is of the nature of santapa, means scorching heat of the sun, having got it, tena, by that means by that scorching heat, dhrudhikritaha, their swarupa being confirmed, corroborated. So dhrudhikritaha, confirmed, corroborated. What is confirmed? Their swarupa. The purovata, forewind in the case of Vayu, the different shapes like mountain elephant, etc., of the cloud, and the light flashes of lightning like creeper, etc., in the case of Vidyut. So being confirmed, being corroborated. So what they do now? In the Vrishtikale, while raining in the monsoon, they reveal their nature. Swaswarupam, swaswarupam, swam, swam, swarupam. Their corresponding actual nature, like forewind, etc. Sporayanti, they reveal, actually get manifest. Iti drishyate. This is what is seen. In the case of Drishtanta, the Vayu, Abra, Vidyut. Same applies to Stanayitnu, thunder also, which is not taken here. Now what about Darshtanta? Though some aspect we are seeing, the author has to describe the Darshtanta aspect, that how this Drishtanta illustration is applied to Asakshi Atma. This is explained in 8.12.3. Evamesha samprasadaha asmat sharirat samuthaya param jyotihi upasampadya svena rupena abhinishpadyate. Svena rupena abhinishpadyate is the Darshtantika Shruti, which is now explained evameva, in the same manner. Same manner means as told in the case of Drishtanta of Layu, etc. Samprasadaha. Actually, Samprasada means Sakshi Swarupa Atma. But here, same Sakshi Atma in the state of ignorance as Jiva is called Samprasadaha. Verily the same Jiva, Asmat Sharirat Samuthaya, on account of Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, having got rid of the identification of the embodiment, Asmat Sharira, from this embodiment, Samuthaya, having risen up means having given up the identification, Param Jyotihi Upasampadya, having attained what? Param Jyotihi. Here Param Jyoti stands for Brahma Swarupa, Paramatma Lakshana, Vidnyapti Swabhava, which is Brahma Swarupa, that which is of the nature of Paramatma, which is nothing but Vidnyapti, very knowledge principle. So that Brahma, Param Jyoti, Upasampadya, having attained means having discovered, Svena Rupena Abhinishpadyate, the Jiva manifests in its own Swarupa, that is Samprasada Swarupa, Sakshi Atma Swarupa. So this is now explained. This is explained in 54, 55. And then how it is Samprasada also will be told. Tatha yama sharira san Saksha Jnana Tirohitaha Dehentarbhuya Vapushaha Vivekena Samuttitaha Tatha ayam Sakshi Ashariraha san Ajnana Tirohitaha Dehe Antarbhuya Vapushaha Vivekena Samuttitaha Vapushaha Vivekena Samuttitaha. Here it is desirable to see the parallels between Drishtanta illustration of Vayu, Abhra, Vidyut and Darshtanta, that of Sakshi Atma. Let us see the four aspects of these parallels. Like Vayu Adi Dehadivat. See, like the nature of Vayu, like the Deha, the body of Vayu, etc. See, Vayu, wind, cloud and lightning don't have a gross physical form. So therefore, Vayuvadi Dehadivat Sakshi Api Swayam Adeha. Vayu, wind, etc. are Adeha. So the gross form is, gross body is not there. So also Sakshi has no gross body. That's why it was called Ashariraha, Adeha. Vayu, Abhra, Vidyut, they get identified as it were with the Akasha. So Vayuvadinam Akasha Samya Gamanavat, they as though become one with Akasha. So also Asya Sakshinaha, for this Sakshi, on account of Ajnana Shariratma Bhavaha, gets identified with the body. Vayuvadi get identified with the Akasha. Sakshi Atma gets identified with the physical, the body, not only physical, subtle and causal. So it gets identified with the embodiment. Now, Akasha, that is Vayu, etc., they get separated from Akasha in Nidaga on account of scorching Nidaga, scorching heat, scorching summer on account of scorching heat of the sun. So, that is Tesham Vayuvadinam Akashat Pruthak Bhavena Grishme Santapa Praptivat. How Vayu etc. gets separated in the summer, gets separated from the Akasha, and they get the scorching heat of the sun. So also in the case of Sakshi Atma, Vivekena, Viveka here Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. So what is being done? The Sharira Tadatmya is given up, identification is given up, and Param Jyoti is gained. What is Param Jyoti? Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa is gained. This is the third similarity. Fourth similarity is just as at the time of raining in the monsoon, Vayu etc. reveal, manifest their true form. So also here, on account of knowledge, the Advitiya Swarupa of Atma gets revealed, and Sakshi Atma abides in his Swarupa, which is Advaya Brahma. So both are Adeha, both have got identification on account of which they lose, as it were, their Swarupa. Both afterwards give up the identification and they become one with their Swarupa, and thereafter, thereby they reveal their Swarupa. So this way, the four stages of parallels can be seen, which will be further clear now with 54 and 55 stanza. Anvaya we have seen. Tatha ayam sakshi. Similarly, tatha in the same manner as seen in the Kira Drishtanta, Vayu, Abhra, Vidyut. Ayam Sakshi, this Sakshi Swarupa Atma, Ashariraha San, is Ashariraha, like Vayu etc. This Sakshi is free from a specific form, Ashariraha San, Ajnana being so, San being so, Ajnana Tirohitaha, being concealed by Ajnana, as a result of which, so what happens? Dehe antarbhuya, there Saksha Jnana Tirohita, Sandhi breaking is Sakshi Ajnana Tirohita. Dehe antarbhuya, so as a result of this Ajnana, Dehe, in this threefold embodiment, body, antarbhuya, being included, as it were, means being identified, being lost, as it were. So what happens? Afterwards, vapushaha vivekena samutthita, by ajnana gets identified with the embodiment and loses, as it were, its asamsari swarupa, and thereafter, so vapushaha vivekena, by discrimination between the body and Sakshi Atma, and thereby so it gives up the identification with the body, discovering that body cannot be me, samutthitaha. So that is, rises above the body means gives up the identification of the body. So having given up the identification of the body, what he does? So becomes one with Param Jyoti Swarupa Brahma. Param Jyotir Brahma Rupam Prapya Vakyotha Bodhataha स्वेन वास्तवरूपेण निर्द्वैतेनावभासते। वाक्योत्थबोधतः ब्रह्मरूपं परम ज्योतिः प्राप्य ही स्वतः कालुष्येण विवर्जनात् संप्रसादः एड इति उच्यते। अविद्यया देहतादात्म्य विभ्रमा कालुष्यम स्यात्। साक्षी चैतन्य स्वरूप साक्षी आत्मा स्वतः, स्वतः मीन्स इन इट्स ट्रू नेचर, वास्तव रूपेण इन इट्स ट्रू नेचर, और स्वरूपेण इन इट्स ट्रू नेचर, वास्तव रूपेण स्वरूपेण कालुष्येण विवर्जना। In its real nature, Sakshi Atma is devoid of Vivarjana on account of being devoid of, free from what? Kalushyena. What is Kalushyam here? Literally, from Kalusha, Kalusha has come. Literally, Kalusha means foulness. Foulness, dirtiness, or figuratively muddiness also. So Kalusha here refers to all the sorrows of samsara. All the sorrows of samsara. Where do you find these sorrows, or when do you find these sorrows? In the waking, have you got sorrows or not? Yes. How are they born? Vishayendriya Sanyoga. In the dream, sorrows are there or not? Yes. That also because of Vishayendriya Sanyoga, maybe Vasanas, etc. So there also, so Sanyoga is there, Manas Sanyoga is there, Antakarana Sanyoga is there, sorrows are there. In deep sleep state, sorrows are there? No. So there is no sorrow. But potentiality of sorrow is there. So at times deep sleep state also is called samprasada, but actually it is prasada, will be seen in stanza 58. Stanza 52 is there. So there it is prasada, but this one, what is it? Sakshi Swarupa is samprasada, because even ignorance, which is the cause of sorrow, also is terminated, eliminated. So that way, so here, so Kalusha refers to all the sorrows of samsara. So therefore, Kalushena Vivarjana, because of being free, totally free from the sorrows of samsara. So Sakshi Atma Samprasadaha iti uchyate. It is called as Samprasada. Sakshi Atma is called as Samprasada. And how this Kalusha, sorrows of samsara come? Avidyaya dehatadaatma vibhramat kalushyam sasyat. On account of avidya, ignorance of oneself. So what comes into the picture? Dehatadaatma vibhrama. On account of ignorance, identification with the body is there. And because of this vibhrama, erroneous notion, which is on account of superimposing the Atma Swarupa on body and the body on Atma. So because of this Dehatadaat vibhrama, Kalushyam Syat, the sorrows come into existence. So Kalushyam, sorrows are born. That is how Vishayendriya Sanyoga, Antakarana Sanyoga, Vasana Sanyoga gives us the sorrow. Otherwise, Sakshi in its true nature is Samprasada, means Svena Atmana Samyak Prasidati. In its own true nature, very well, totally, Prasidati means is very clear, brightens up without any trace of sorrow whatsoever. It's called Samprasada. Nowadays, the Sakshi is Samprasada, is established by pointing out the Kalusha in the waking and the dream state, and in the deep state, though Kalusha is not there, the cause of Kalusha, the seed of Kalusha, Ajnana is there. When that also is terminated, what remains is Sakshi as Samprasada, verily Ananda Swarupa, totally free from sorrows whatsoever. Jagare sthula sukshmabhyam tadatmyadhyadhayo khilaha adhayaschasya santidam mahat kalushyamishyate. Jagare sthula sukshmabhyam tadatmyat akhilaha vyadhayaha adhayascha asya santi idam mahat kalushyam ishyate. Jagare in the waking state, what is there in the waking state? Sthula sukshmabhyam and sharirabhyam. By these two embodiments, what are those? Sthula sharira and suksharira, gross body and subtle body. So, sthula sukshmabhyam sharirabhyam, on account of gross and subtle body. So what happens? Tadatmya, due to the identification with the embodiment, with these two bodies. So, sthula sukshmabhyam sharirabhyam tadatmya, on account of identification with the gross and the subtle body. So what is the experience? Akhilaha vyadhayaha adhayasya asya santi. For this Atma who is identified with the gross and subtle body, all these are there. What are these? Akhilaha in entirety. What are these? Vyadhayaha. Vyadhayaha, vyadis, diseases at the physical body level. This is Sthula Sharira Dharma. Diseases belong to Sthula Sharira, gross body. Whereas Adhayaha, of course, when Vyadhi is said, in English disease is mental disease, also is called mental disease. Oh, but here two words are available in Sanskrit. Vyadhi pertains to the diseases belonging to physical body, whereas Adhayaha, all mental problems, in the sense the mental diseases, Sukshma Sharira Dharma, Adi. So if disease means what? Agitation, sorrow. So disease means some, so disease should not be the mental disease, should not be the sorrows. Sorrows, fear, even desire, the root cause of all sorrows. So like this. So Adhayasya, so that is Sukshma Dharma. So Asya Santi means for whom? For this individual who is no doubt Sakshi Atma but identified with the gross and the subtle body, Santi. Therefore, that state, iti, because of that reason, idam, this waking state is called as Mahat Kalushyam. It is intense muddiness. Muddiness figuratively. Intense, it is a state of intense sorrow. Because both physical diseases, mental afflictions, all are there. Adhis also mental affliction. like anger and all this, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara, fear, bhaya. So all these are there. Vikshepa. So adha idam mahat kalushyam ishyate. This is called as mahat kalushyam. This is a state of intense sorrow for the individual who is Sakshi Atma identified with embodiment. Whereas in the dream state, bodily diseases are not available to bring the sorrow or give the sorrow. So at that time, the afflictions are confined to subtle body level, mind only, and therefore the kalushya is little less than the mahat kalushya of waking state. Ishat kalushata swapne sukshma matra bhimanataha suptau tenapi hinatva ayamatma prasidati. Swapne sukshma anvaya swapne sukshma matra bhimanataha ishat kalushata suptau tenapi hinatvat tenapi hinatvat ayam atma prasidati ayam atma prasidati. Swapne, in the dream state, sukshma matra bhimanataha, on account of identification only with the suksharira. Matra means only. What is that only? Excludes the sthula sharira abhimana, which gives rise to vyadhis. So sukshma matra abhimanataha ishat kalushata, that sorrow are ishat, little. It means not mahat, as in the case of waking state where vyadhis and adhis are there. Now here in the dream state only adhis are there and vyadhis are not there. Even a person who is suffering from very deadly disease and with an agonizing, who has got agonizing pain, if he has got that is dream, at that time those pains are not there. Something else the person may suffer, but the suffering on account of the physical disease is not there at that time. So suptau sukshmatra bhimata ishat kalushata, that is that sorrow, that muddiness as it were, is of mild nature. Mild nature means not intense as waking state. One can have terrible sorrow also, depends on what type of dream it is. What about the dream, deep sleep state now? Suptau, in the deep sleep state, tenapi hinatvat, the individual is devoid of even that sukshma matra abhimana. Sthula sharira abhimana is not there, sukshma sharira abhimana is not there, and because sukshma sharira abhimana is not there, even ishat kalushya also is not there. So tenapi means can be sukshma matra abhimanenapi hinatva, being free from identification to sukshma sharira, or you can directly say ishat kalushyena api hinatva, being devoid of even the little sorrow, mild sorrows of the dream, being free from that. Ayamatma prasidati, this Atma in the deep state, prasidati, brightens up as it were, is very clear as it were. Actually, prasidati here is not the actual samprasada, it is only prasada. Prasidati, prasada, but not to samprasada. Why? Ajnana is still there. And so long as ignorance is there, what is going to happen? In the course of time, Ishat Kalusha and Mahat Kalusha are bound to reappear. So therefore, Prasidati means prasada is there, but natu samprasadaha. Sakshi is samprasadaha. So that is not there because ajnana is there. So now how to get rid of this ajnana? By viveka. See, in Jagara Atyanta Kalusha, means this group, this individual jiva. Swapne Ishat Kalusha. Supta Prasada. But when Atmanatma Viveka is taken to identification, the three bodies given up, Atma Sarupa as Brahma Sarupa is discovered. In this manner, Viveke Sati Samprasadaha. Samprasada, the Sakshi Swarupa in its true nature is discovered. That is the result. Now that Samprasada is available only when the bija or the cause of Kalusha, that is Ajnana, is eliminated. In that next stanza, Astyatrartha Vivekinaha is there. That Asti Atra Artha Vivekinaha, that Artha, that Akara in Artha, you remove it. It should be Astyatrartha Vivekinaha. If Akara is there, it will become Avivekinaha. It is not Avivekina, Vivekinaha only. So, Artha Vivekina, not Artha. Only you have to strike that second vertical line. So, Astyatrartha Vivekina. Alternate reading is there like this. Astyatrartha Vivechitaha. Astyatrartha Vivechitaha. We'll see both the meaning. Kalusha bijam ajnanam astyatrartha vivekinaha bijenapi vihinatva samyagesha prasidati. Samyagesha, alternate thing is Samyageva, Eshaha, in the place Eva also is there. Anvaya. Tatra Artha Vivekinaha. Artha Vivekinaha Kalusha Bijam Ajnanam Asti. Ajnanam asti. Bijenapi vihinatva eshaha samyak prasidati. Eshaha samyak prasidati. If you take eva, then bijenapi vihinatva samyageva prasidati. Atra means in the supti, suptau. Artha vivekinaha, for the person who takes to the artha means vastu atma. One would take to vastu viveka, atma viveka. Further, one who takes to Atmanatma Viveka, what is there in this deep state? Kalusha Bijam Ajnanam Asti. Ignorance is there. And what is that ignorance? kalusya bijam. The bija, the seed, the cause of kalusya, the sorrows of samsara. If you take atha vivechitaha, it means on inquiry, on inquiry, or when viveka is taken to, means to the one who takes to atmanatma viveka, or on taking to atmanatma viveka. Vivekataha means one about whom the viveka is taken to. So either way means when viveka is taken to. In the deep state, what is found? The kalusha bija, ignorance is there. Then, by knowledge that ignorance also is eliminated, destroyed, terminated, bijena pi vihinatva. Bijena, what bija? Kalusha bijena ajnanena. When one is free from even that seed of sorrow, the ignorance of oneself, when it is, one is free from that, eshaha, this sakshi atma, samyak prasidati, is very, very clear, brightens up in its true nature, means manifests in its true nature. It is Paramananda Swarupa, totally free from sorrow. Samyak eshaha prasidati. So therefore, Sakshi is what? Samprasada Swarupaha. But now appears as how? Samsari, full of kalusha. So for that, what is to be done now? From this samsari state of kalusha on account of sashariratva, identifying the body, that identifying the body has to be given up, and one has to discover oneself to be ashariraha, free from even the kalusha bija. Svata sakshi samprasadaha tatsvarupanubhutaye samuthanam bhavedasya dehadibhyo vivechane sakshi swataha samprasadaha tatsvarupanubhutaye dehadibhyaha vivechane add sati tasya samuthanam bhave. Sakshi, this Sakshi, Atma, Swataha means Vastava Rupena, Swaswarupena, in its true nature. Samprasadaha is nothing but Ananda Swarupa, totally free from Kalusha, the sorrows of samsara. Then how is it samsara experience? To Tatsvarupanubhutaye, that Samprasada Swarupa of Sakshi, to experience that, to have the Atmanubhava, Brahmanubhava, Tatsvarupanubhutaye. What is to be done? Dehadibhyaha vivechane sati. One has to take to viveka, wherein one has to discover oneself to be distinct from dehatraya. Dehadibhya vivechana is what is called as samuthaya in the Shruti. If that is taken to asya sakshinaha samuthanam bhave,